This the TempahZone podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you listening to this podcast right here, we're back. Sorry for being off last week. It is episode 49 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's all facts, a.k.a. Mr. Versatile, a.k.a. Young Steven, A-OK? Okay. Yeah, that's how we do around here, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest here, him and I go way back, man. This is one of the first rappers that I ever met when I first started spitting at 15, man. One of the guys I was actually seeing who was, like, actually taking it seriously and putting mad body of work out, you know what I'm saying? Like, just mad projects, like, actually grinding. So I got a lot of respect for this dude. He's got that old school sound with some new school flavor, man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shawn Mics.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, man.
Yo, man.
It is a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to make this happen, man. We had reconnected back in April for the show that you did. I opened up for you, man. And I was just like, man, we gotta reconnect more, dog.
Yes,
we gotta get back into it, man.
For sure, man. That was a very dope show. You killed that set that night. Like,
Thank
bodied
you, man.
it.
Thank you.
You had that one joint that like hit so hard. What was it? Knockout, right?
Knockout,
dude,
yeah.
That was crazy.
I know you would like that one, yeah.
Yes,
I was like, that's right up your alley, man. Shit, we might have to remix that, get you on a verse or something.
All about it.
I know you would body that one, man. Yo, man, but I want to ask you, dog. You've been doing it for so long, just grinding, staying consistent, man. Who are some of your influences in the music game that keep you going?
Well, starting out early, obviously, like being a white rapper, it was Eminem starting out. But now, like, I've gotten very deep into like the Rhyme Sayers whole collective, because that's pretty much like all I've been listening to like the past like year or so, you know. There's just so many dope artists on that just whole label, and they just keep dropping albums, every one of them.
Yeah,
you know?
that's so true. Yeah,
just all quality every time. So, you know, those they definitely set a blueprint for what I want to do. You know, like my own type of Rhyme Sayer-esque type deal. You know what I mean?
No, definitely, man. And I think you can definitely go a long way with that, man. Like, your style definitely fits right in that pocket. You know what I mean, man?
Appreciate it.
And, you know, back to what you were saying about Eminem being one of your influences, man. Like, in terms, just because, like, you know, white rapper seeing another white rapper, it's like, damn, like, you know, he can do it, I can do it too.
Yep.
You know what's crazy, man? It's 2019. We're going into 2020, and I still feel like there's people out there who don't take white rappers seriously. What would you say to those people, man?
I mean, if the only white rapper they ever heard was Eminem, then maybe, like, I get it because obviously it's predominantly black art, and it has been forever. But now it's just, if the artist itself is just actually putting in the work and the respect for the culture, then I mean, might as well at least give them a shot.
Exactly,
you know?
Man. And hip hop is worldwide now. Like, it's not just something that New York and LA and Atlanta do.
Exactly.
Like, this thing is all around the world, man.
I know. The biggest artist right now is from Canada.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not even like an East or West Coast thing anymore. You know, it's like East side of the world, West side of the world. You know, meeting in the middle.
Oh yeah, man, and I just asked that question because like other than like Eminem never gets, like, he gets slander because like he's so angry. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, people know Eminem is a beast, top 10 rapper. Yeah. Mac Miller never got any disrespect. Yeah. Ever. But then there's like G-Eazy and MGK and Logic, even though he's half black, people just don't like to acknowledge that. They're just like, oh, he's white. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much slander about it, and I just never understood it because it's like, hip-hop has just come such a long way, man.
Yeah,
you know
it totally has. It totally has. I was actually just watching this Vice documentary the other day about like hip-hop in Russia and how they're trying to just like ban it like altogether.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like censorship issues over there. But it's gotten so far that even the Russian government is trying to shut hip-hop down for people actually using their voice for something. You know what I mean?
Because they're getting like political, all that.
You know?
And then same with China.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That whole situation in China is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, they be China trying to censor a lot of shit right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm so afraid to talk about China right now. I don't think they're going to block this episode right now.
I know. They're going to censor us, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? The lights just go out and shit. Like, shit.
They got us.
Shouldn't have brought up China. They guys, they don't want us talking no shit, man.
Nah, man.
But yeah, man. It's all those people, though, that like, that, you know, they have to have like a gangster rapper, because I still hear that. People are like, oh, I only like that hood shit.
Yep.
I'm just like, man, like there's like
it's all a preference in hip
it's all
hop now.
preference.
It's just you can find literally anything that you want. Anything,
That's true. It's yeah, whatever you're feeling. If,
Exactly.
if you want that sad emo rap, it's
Yup.
there. You want that just like party hip hop, it's
Yep.
there. Like
Yep.
it's all available
Everything.
for you. Auto tune rap. So
Yep.
yeah, man, I feel like just everything's opened up more. And to all those people out there who can't take white rappers seriously, man, you need to check yourself. No, seriously, like, cause like if you can only listen to like a black rapper, this is coming from a black man. It's like, dude, like, don't you just want dope music at the end of the day?
Yeah, I don't give a shit who it
Yeah,
comes from.
I don't
you know?
care. I don't care.
Like,
I don't care where who you are. Is
Yeah.
the music dope or not?
yeah, like I was just saying, like my biggest inspiration is literally from the middle of nowhere in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
Prof.
Like,
Prof,
no,
right?
Prof. Anybody from Rhyme
Yeah,
Sayers. That whole
okay,
label
yeah.
is pretty
Yeah,
much based
yeah.
out of that area. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, Prof's a beast, man.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I saw him live. I was actually in Minneapolis at Rhyme Sayers Festival Soundset. He came out because obviously the festival's outside. He came out in probably a 12-foot long like rubber duck.
Holy
Crowd surfing on top of the crowd, just throwing $1 bills like into the crowd. Like
That's some
it
boss
was,
shit.
it was like the most
Yeah,
lit
yeah,
shit
yeah.
I've ever seen in my life. You know?
Oh my god, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I got introduced by Prof from Tech 9. I saw Tech 9 was
Yes,
posting
yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
and he also has a song with Tech 9.
Yep.
And any rapper has a song with Tech 9, like that's a rapper. Like,
Yeah, that's like your rapper's rapper.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
not too many people can blend with that
Yeah,
type of style.
yeah,
man. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, Tech 9 pretty much just embodies what it means to just be independent and just get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
bro.
Get it.
He's actually making money out here, making impact.
A lot of money.
Yeah,
A lot of
like,
money.
yeah. And people still like, like I understand people like, all right, like I can't really get into tech now, but it still bothers me because I'm just like, but like if you really like hip hop, how can you not like respect that? Like how
Yeah,
can you not be
yeah.
like that's cool, but it's not my thing? You know what I
Yep.
mean? I don't know. Like some people are just like, oh, I don't like it. It's like
Yep.
what? Like really?
Have you ever been to one of his shows?
Yes, I've been to a Tech 9 show.
Dude, he puts on a crazy show.
It's like the top 3 show I've
Yeah,
ever been to.
been to.
Him and Kendrick Lamar. Those are like the.
I haven't seen Kendrick,
yeah.
man. I wish I did. My buddy saw Kendrick on tour with Tech 9 back in the day.
Oh,
he
wow.
said it was
That must've
crazy.
been- yeah.
He was J-Rock's hype man or something back
Yeah.
then. So he was on tour with them, and he said it was crazy. It was before Kendrick was Kendrick. You know?
Oh yeah.
And he said it was just he knew right there that he was gonna be something.
He's gonna be
you know?
somebody. Yeah,
Yep.
man. Yeah. Yeah. Tech 9 is just someone like all rappers should take notes from Tech 9, man. Just seeing what he did and the patience he's had, cause like
Yeah, because even like how everything is set up now with streaming, literally me and you just recently put out projects that are out on all streaming. So he just embodies like, dude, you don't need a label anymore. You
really
know,
don't,
like,
man.
radio doesn't really do much for you anymore, you know. So if you could just grind it out and just make your niche, then
You good?
you
yeah.
you can make a decent living off this, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You can travel around the world, see everything, and do what all these huge pop stars are doing, but you don't got to sign yourself away. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
and have to make exactly what they
Yeah.
want you to make.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't understand. It's like what these labels are doing for you requires money. So if it just requires some money to promote yourself, make that money and do it yourself.
Yeah, because
they're not doing that much. Like in the 90s, it was like they had the power to do it, whereas like now it's like you got your phone.
Yeah, you couldn't just like build the studio at your house before, you know?
No,
like
yeah, not without spending like thousands and
exactly.
thousands of
Now,
dollars.
like I literally just built like a makeshift studio at my house for like $700.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that is insane.
That
is
is
insane.
crazy,
you
man.
know?
Yeah.
So like you just didn't have the access, especially now with the internet. Like someone could find me out in literally like China.
Yeah.
They could find my album out in China and become fans. Then I could literally tour China for the rest of my career and probably be all right.
Yeah,
you
you'd
know?
be good, bro. Yeah, like it's all there for you. Like a lot of the older rappers nowadays, like they tour Europe because
Yeah.
Europe still loves that '90s hip hop.
Dude, it
They
is-
love '90s
They
hip hop.
love it.
Yeah.
They love it. It's insane.
Yeah, man. It's all there for you, man. So there's really no excuse. Just get your money up and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Like you
Yep.
have to spend money out here. You
Yeah.
gotta promote your shit. You
Yep.
can't like if you're able to get away and do it all like on a low or no money at all, you're an anomaly.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah, man. If I could just quit my job and just make music,
Oh,
like that would
man.
be
Yeah.
that would be perfect.
That-
Perfect scenario. But
yeah.
you can't do that.
No.
You got to buy beats. If you record at a studio, you got to pay for the studio time. Got to pay for the video. Got to pay for album. artwork, everything.
Yeah, and just promoting it on Facebook, and
everything.
Instagram. Because now the way that Instagram and Facebook set up, it used to be like when Instagram was first starting off. Well, at least at its peak, like 3 years ago. It was very easy to just use hashtags and comment on things and get your shit out there. Now, Facebook has seen that we gonna make these motherfuckers pay.
Yeah,
We're gonna make
exactly.
them pay for
So
the promo.
they cut everything in half, like all the people that are able to see your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like now when I go on Instagram, like I'll see stuff from like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Before it would just be like you refresh, it'd be whoever actually added the picture at that second, so you could actually see everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're like, oh, we could charge them for ads.
Yeah.
Yep, and
get all the money out you, man.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, but like it's just very important to just keep educating yourself because this technology's changing all the time.
So fast. So
just,
you gotta try and stay above the curve.
Yeah, go on YouTube, man. YouTube's got a lot of shit there
it really does, man. I just learned how to like maneuver around like my whole recording DAW in like the past 4 days just off YouTube tutorials. There's literally a tutorial to teach you how to do anything.
There's a great channel named Smart Rapper.
Yep.
Smart Rapper. I forget the guy's name. Robbie something. He's also a rapper himself, but he gives great advice and just great points on what to do and what not to do and how things really go down and breaking down music business. Another person is Kato on the track.
Yes, Kato.
He's killing it. He's like on some Gary V type shit right now, bro.
Seriously.
I never expected it
from him. The hip hop version. It's awesome. Yeah, it's great to see that. It's great to see that.
Yeah, so he's doing big things out there, man. So it's really dope to see, man. It's just there's no excuse, y'all. There really is no excuse, man. Like
it's just crazy because like before, like it would just be so hard to even get your name out there. You pretty much just needed a label to like pick you up. And just like put you on the shelf. Now it's like you need to go in with the finished project beforehand. Like you have to be the finished version. There isn't like an artist development anymore.
No.
So it's great to see like people like Kato just giving out the advice because like when we first started, dude, we probably just thought like, oh, dude, I could just send this album just straight to Aftermath and I'll get a record deal.
Yeah.
It is nothing like that.
No, it's not like that no more. No.
Most like 98% chance that they're not even gonna even look at it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
they're
just gonna get thrown in the trash. You know?
Yeah, they don't want no part of that shit, man. Me and you have been making music for a long time, man. You probably been putting out tracks since when you were like 15, 16?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah, man. What keeps you motivated to keep it going, dog?
I just love this shit, man. I really do, because even when I get sick of like the whole business side, like maybe like a song isn't working how I wanted it to work or anything like that, it just the urge to just keep going and just trying and just making new stuff, because like when you sit back and listen to what you just created, you're like, dude, looking back to 15-year-old me, I would not even be anywhere close to that. You know what I mean? It's craziness.
Nah, you're right, man. And as artists, we're always trying to do new things, man. I bet when you dropped Another Day in Paradise, you probably like, all right, new music. All right, that's gone. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I've like been writing like a song a week, like the past like 2 weeks. A song a day for the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Sorry.
Damn, even crazier. Yeah, a song a day is crazy. Yeah.
I literally was working like 12 minutes up the street today, and I didn't have enough time to go home and come back, so I just sat here and wrote a song. You know?
Damn, bro.
You know, I got to the point where it was just like, when I have to wait and go to the studio and book time and all that, I was pretty much like putting my creativeness on pause. So like I said, I built my studio recently, and I've just been hitting it. Every like free minute that I have, I've been working on something. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
Just trying to just keep grinding and keep progressing.
Yeah.
Because now it's just so fast paced. Like I just put out a record last month, and it's just like, and nowadays it used to be like an album would have a shelf life of like a year. Now it's like 3 months. Then it's all right, where's the next one? I'm sure you see that on Twitter all the time. Like when the artist tweets and you just see people's replies like, oh, where's the next album?
Yeah, where's the next?
He just dropped last month.
Yeah,
what
it's
are you
like he
talking
just
about?
dropped last month, bro. Yeah, that's why, like, I don't know why. I just thought of Trippie Redd, man. Like, he has an insane work ethic.
Yeah.
I'm not like the biggest Trippie Redd fan, but I got to give that dude props. The dude dropped a 20-track project this year and already has got another like 22-track project. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, do his fans even want all this music? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's great, but like,
what sucks
do you even
is
want all that? Like,
when artists like put out projects that long, man, it's like I feel people don't even listen to the full thing.
Yeah.
I get hyped when my favorite artist drops an album of 20 songs because I still am old school and I will listen to the album from the first song to the last song
in order. Yeah.
In order, at least like the first couple times, so you get the vibe of like how it's all going.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just like, if it's longer than like 35 minutes, I feel like people aren't going to sit down and listen to the whole thing. Like our attention spans are, it's like the microwave era.
Mm-hmm.
Our attention spans are just nowhere how they used to be with music, at least.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, for me and probably for you, man. I mean, the last project I just dropped a couple days ago.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, man. Committed. It's out now, ladies and gentlemen.
Go get that.
Yeah, go get that shit. Like, it's 27 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, word.
Yeah.
I was so happy about that. I'm like, come on.
Yep.
Like, no way. There's no excuse for that. Like, 27 minutes, man.
My album was 29 minutes, 29 seconds.
Yeah,
you know?
yours is under 30 minutes. It's like,
it's
you know the climate.
It's easy and digestible, you know? Because it's still a decent amount of songs, you know. Everything's shorter now because like the third verse is pretty much dead now in hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
But it's digestible for the fans or anyone to listen to, you know. They can, just like the drive to work, they can listen to the whole thing if they wanted to, you know.
Yeah, man, for real. Like, it's like, if you work out for an hour, you can listen to this album.
Yeah, you can listen to my album and your album at the same time.
And you can still have time for your favorite favorite tracks that you like, you really like. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and I think as artists, we gotta understand, like, like, people only have a certain amount of time for us, man. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not Drake.
Yeah,
we're not Chance. We can't drop an hour-long project, like, even though we're capable of that.
Yeah, especially like being local, you know, because
that too.
We just all have the stigma of another SoundCloud rapper. Me and you have been dropping songs on SoundCloud before that shit was cool.
Yeah,
or even
facts, bro. Yeah, we were SoundCloud rappers before. It was that was a phrase.
Yeah, exactly.
SoundCloud rapper wasn't even a phrase yet.
Yeah,
you know?
we were dropping shit before it was Peep My Mixtape, bro.
Yeah,
you know?
we were before that era. Yeah,
you know?
man. And that's the crazy part. I think that's why, like, me and you just don't give a damn about what anyone has to say about what we do, man.
We just create because creators create.
Yeah, man.
If you keep going, something's bound to happen.
Exactly,
you know?
man. I always tell artists, I always tell people in general, like, it only takes one song, man.
Yeah,
it only takes one video.
It just takes that one for everybody to catch on. Then, just like Russ, he's like a perfect example because
Russ is a beast.
He was putting out like a song a day or something crazy and like albums on albums. He blew up. Now everybody's going back and streaming all those albums. Now he's like multi-platinum. Shit that he dropped like way before he was famous. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because people are like, holy shit! Like, if this is good and this is good, Oh, like everything. Keep going. Yeah,
exactly. So it's just kind of a testament to the grind itself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you pop off after all that work, man. After you paid your dues.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna get the respect that you deserve.
I feel like it's almost better that way than just like putting out your first song and blowing up.
Yeah.
Because everyone will expect so much from you.
Yeah,
and you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Because after my first song, dude, even though it was super trash, like if that blew up, dude, I wouldn't be ready to drop like a full-on album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't be ready to go on the road and tour. You know, so. It's kind of almost better to be like seasoned with it because once that opportunity happens, dude, you're ready for it.
You ready.
You're ready for it. You've been ready for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You've been waiting for that moment your whole life. Like who says that? Phil Collins. Yeah, like Phil Collins says, man, shit. So I never thought I would reference Phil Collins on this podcast, but I just did because I accidentally quoted "Coming in the Air Tonight." But yeah, man, let's talk about Another Day in Paradise, man. How did you come about making that project? What was the inspiration behind it?
So there was a time frame between my last EP, Hotel Complacency, No Vacancy, where I wasn't like working on anything. Like I wasn't grounding like how I am now.
Yeah.
And I just had like super writer's block. I was just like consumed with work and all this. Then me and my girl went to that festival in Minnesota. We kind of got away. Got super inspired from seeing like Wu-Tang, Russ, all my favorite acts ever, like all performing for us, you know?
Yeah.
So I came back and I came back. I started working on 2 songs, Another Cloudy Wednesday and Minnesota Minutes with my girl Annabelle.
Okay, and,
So basically, as you can hear, like Another Cloudy Wednesday, it's just basically like revamping the sound of the album itself.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
I was working with this one guy who was kind of just like dickbag, you know. So like I would be stuck working with him for like a month straight. And,
at like work?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
work.
I thought it was like a producer, rapper. Who is it?
No.
Call him out.
No, at work. So I remember just driving into work one day. It was raining. It was cloudy. I was like, oh, another cloudy Wednesday. So that just started to like manifest throughout the whole day. Then someone on the job site actually I asked him how's it going. He's like, oh, just another day in paradise. So that kind of clicked too. You know what I mean? Because you will hear that all the time. All the time.
I always hear people say that.
Yeah, all the time. Especially when it's like work related or you're at work. Like they're like, oh, another day in paradise.
Yeah.
It's not really paradise.
No,
you know what I mean?
I was just about to say I had a guy one time when I had a temp job a couple months ago, and like every time I said, yo, hey, how's your day going? He's like, oh, another day in paradise. But he said it in the most saddest, depressing voice ever. I'm like, just say you're doing good, man.
Yeah,
like,
just keep it
like,
moving.
Keep it moving. Just maybe, you know what I'm saying? With that being the case, though, was this project something where you're trying to address like a sad emotion, or like are you trying
it's split up through the album? So like,
okay, yeah,
Monday,
I noticed that.
I know everybody hates Mondays. Everybody. But for some reason, like, I don't mind them. I just see it as like the start of a new week. Like, I'm ready to go. So Monday is more like a laid back vibe. I hate Wednesdays. I hate that shit with passion. Because it's like I'm halfway through the week, but it's like, oh, I still have this other half. So that's kind of more like the downer tempo in like sadder vibe, I guess you could say.
I noticed that.
Then on Friday, it's more of the up tempo. I'm ready for the weekend, you know, like I'm here and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I noticed that because like the track Feel Right.
Yes.
Feel Right's popping, man. It's got
Yes.
mad streams on
Yes,
Spotify.
man.
I feel like that's just been all over the place. Don't you have a music video for it too?
Yes. I dropped a music video.
Hell yeah, man.
I went out with my boys and my brother on my brother's boat out in Boston Harbor. Drank a bunch of beer. Felt right, you know. Just had a great time.
Hell yeah, man. No, that's dope.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah, no. Make sure y'all check out that video, man. What was the inspiration behind making Feel Right? What made you want to get on that one?
So what happened was I needed one more song for the album because I wanted it to be split up between the days, and I had 3 songs for the other 2 sections. Okay. So I was like, dude, I just need something that like feels right. So I'm looking for beats through BeatStars, like everything.
Yeah.
And then I found this one, and I was just like, oh, this feels right. Then I started bopping to it, and I'm like, it's the weekend. It's time to feel right, you know? So like it just clicked like that because I just needed one more song for the album, and it happened to be that vibe, and just all came together.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's dope, man. Because I heard that one, and I was just like, yeah, it makes sense why this one got the most streams. Like, this one's right, man. It just has that good feel good vibe, man. And I appreciate you making the concept album, bro. Yeah. Taking the time with the sketches.
Yeah, dude.
Like, man, like I gotta be real with you, Shawn. Like I have rarely seen local artists do that shit, bro. So like you gotta pat yourself on the back for that, man.
Thank you.
No,
bro.
for real, bro. Like artists out here are not taking the album order seriously, man. Like how you order them songs is important.
Yeah, I feel like
that's serious.
Not just like local level, but like
just
now
general,
the climate in general now it's just like all single based. So like people just like throw like a bunch of random songs and call it an album, slap that shit out there. But
I don't like that.
Like even when I started like just dropping mixtapes, you know, I was like a project based person. I still feel like I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man.
When I started like getting all these ideas to click, I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going for, and I did it until it was done. You know?
Oh yeah, man. Nah, I think it, it definitely shows, man. And the people who notice it, man, they gonna appreciate it.
Yes,
you know
man. I've been getting good feedback from it so far. Definitely.
Nah, definitely. I've been seeing it too, man. On your social media, I feel like the people are definitely like resonating with this one, man. You know, you got a lot of people, coming your way, so that's good, man. You just got keep it rolling, keep promoting, man. And definitely one thing I'll say to you, like I know you were saying like the shelf life, is like doesn't last too long, but I really think with this project, man, I could totally see, a year later, like another one of the tracks blows up, man.
I would love for that, and I appreciate you saying that.
Man. Oh, yeah.
Even if it's just one song that people gravitate towards, like if people are rocking with it, and if it's just one song out of the whole album, like I gotta be happy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's yeah. You gotta be happy about that, because it's like, hey, they like one song, they really fuck with one song. Like, it's better than none.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've dropped a lot of stuff, but they didn't like none of it, so I hear it.
Yeah, it's just like, you don't want none of that, man. I want to ask you about another track off the project, Move Mountains.
Yes.
That one, man. That one definitely. I felt that one, man.
Yes, man. I thought you would, because it's pretty much just like the plight of an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, every time we step in the studio, every time we write a song, it's like this like infliction within ourselves to like try and push forward and move that mountain. Because it's not all paradise being an artist. Like, people think it's like great, you could do all this, dude, with like this internal shit that goes through it. Like, at the same time while working on music, like it can really like take a drag on you itself.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. And as artists, man, there's so much behind the scenes. Like, I'd say like 70% of being an artist is shit that you probably don't want to like show everyone. Like, a lot of people are always like, yo, man, like, I'd love to come to the studio sometime. I'm like, nah, no, you don't.
No, it's
not as cool as you think.
Exactly, because you can be in the studio and spend like 2 hours just trying to get one line right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it's not like a big party or anything, you know. It's just you and probably the producer himself, and just sitting back listening to something like, nah, I don't like that. No, we got to change that. Can you do this? You know, it's like actually very boring.
Yeah, it's very boring. You're gonna hear a song over and over and over, and some people who aren't like, you know, in love with music like that, or just love the process of making it, that'll drive them crazy.
Absolutely,
you know?
man. Because just think of like someone just playing the same song over and over and over for like 2 hours. It will drive you crazy.
Yeah, especially if you're not like if you don't like it like that. You know
what
I mean?
Or even like it at all.
Yeah, even like it at all.
I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they see a movie like Notorious, and they see like the nice studio, and Biggie got the girls around him while he's in the studio, and they all having fun. They think the studio's like that. When in reality, like, a studio nowadays is just somebody's house, and they just so happen to have the right equipment. Like, I don't go to a studio that has like the big soundboard and it looks, super soundproof like that. I don't. My studio isn't like that, the one I go to. So like, a lot of people definitely have this. They have a misconception about like the studio life.
Like, I even go into like one of those studios, and it's like, if I had that going on while my engineer's trying to work on it, dude, he'll kick me out of the studio. You know, like, it's just like a big party. Everyone's getting fucked up, like, you'd be like, dude, get out of here.
Yeah, like, we're trying to fucking work.
Exactly.
Like, we're trying to make some music right here,
exactly.
man. Like, we don't got no time to be partying and shit like that, man. Yeah. So I just never understood it, man. For me, I just like, being there on my own.
Or whoever I'm working with on the song, because I don't like doing the whole like sending verses to people online. I feel like, at least for the recording process, we should like at least be together and work on that,
I feel you on that. No, it definitely just makes the project and the song just overall more impactful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you do it like that, y'all can actually give your input in person and actually tweak what needs to be tweaked.
And feed off each other's vibes and all that,
Oh, yeah. And then on top of that, like, if y'all in the studio together, it can leave the option for y'all can do a bar for bar type. If you want to.
Yeah, if you wanted to go that.
Yeah. That doesn't, because that's hard. That's kind of hard to organize, like, through email and text.
I couldn't even imagine how you would do that.
Yeah, like, that's some shit you got to be.
Yeah, you have to be there.
Face to face for. Yep. So, yeah, I think that's very important, man. Let's talk about one of the other first tracks that you have. It's Wake Up.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Talk about that one.
So, like I was saying, how I had to split up with the days of the week and stuff, I wanted it to set off the vibe of how my work week starts.
Yeah.
Starts with an annoying ass alarm, and I just kind of wanted it. I just based the Another Day in Paradise, like a radio station, Paradise Radio, and their catchphrase is Another Day in Paradise, So I had my producer record like the vocals for the skit itself. So I had to start off like that, and how it ends that skit is wake up and enjoy another day in paradise. So I have it like you're just waking up and starting the work week, and you're getting into it,
Yeah, getting to it, man. And what I gotta tell you, man, I feel like a lot of artists, they don't want to admit that they have another job. Like, they want to make it seem like all they do is make music. It's like, do you? I don't think you do. I don't believe you. Yep. So I think for you, man, to just open up and have a project just showing your life, man, I think that goes a long way, man. So many rappers just aren't honest enough, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I recently just feel like I've found myself musically, so I might as well just like express what's actually happening in my real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying like fake the funk with something else,
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, it's there's no need for it, man. And I think that's why this shit's resonating so much, man. Cause I say it on this podcast all the time. Sorry, listeners, for repeating this, man. But that realness always prevails.
It does.
It always wins, bro.
Because you might look at the hip hop game right now and just be like, dude, there's a bunch of whack motherfuckers. But the biggest ones are the ones that like have the realness. You have the J. Coles, you have the Kendricks, even Drake.
Yeah. As much shit as he gets, Logic.
Yeah.
As much shit as he getting now.
Yeah,
Chance,
now. Yeah.
Chance the Rapper too.
Yep,
like these are rappers who are real. Like,
yeah, they keep it real with who they are as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think
and they're selling like
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, people shit on Logic, but it's like, yo, that dude doing numbers.
Yeah,
same with Chance, like that dude doing numbers. That dude can headline his own shit, and he good to go. Like, you know, so
absolutely.
Like I just never understood that, man. But and that's the reason why those guys are winning, because they have their own lane. No one sounds like those guys.
Yeah, exactly. They don't emulate what the current sound is. You know what I mean?
No,
you tend to see that trend happen a lot. Where like probably like the early 2000s, it was like the trap and the drill music.
Yeah,
everyone was doing the da 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 flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just those style of beats. Now it's like the harmonizing and melodies like crazy. You know what I mean?
That auto-tune rap is everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It just you just tend to see that happen a lot. But like you said, the ones that actually stand outside that box end up being those superstars.
Oh yeah, man. They get the respect,
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's just it always wins, bro. Just you can't be afraid to do what's in your heart, man.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot.
It feels a lot better too.
Oh yeah,
it feels a lot better.
It feels so much better, man.
Yep.
The reward you will get from that, man. It'll be fulfilled.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not even a question, man. So just keep it real, y'all. All the artists listening out here. I know I got a lot of artists who listen to this podcast. Just be real with yourself, man. It will work. You gotta just hone in on your craft, man. It takes time, but you gotta figure it out. So
yep.
It is what it is, man. I want to ask you about another song on the track, man. I'm just asking you about all my favorites right here, man.
Word.
You're the Star.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Talk about that one.
So, before this album and a little bit of my EP before, I was really doing that underground rugged shit.
Yeah.
And my mother could never listen to it. But I finally made an album that I feel like she could listen to. So I was like, fuck it. I might as well make a song about her and my dad just being the support system my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That one's actually my personal favorite.
Hell yeah.
That one's my personal favorite.
Nah, I really like that one, man. You're the Star. Move Mountains might be one of my faves, man.
Nice.
Like those, I just feel like those ones just it just hit,
Yeah,
it
has the emotion in it.
I felt the emotion in it. I felt the deepness in it. You know what I'm saying, man? And one thing I noticed, man, your flow and your rapping voice sounds great on this project, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's on pocket, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he sounds like a professional.
Yeah.
It
seems like I have a great relationship with my engineer Alex that I've been working with.
Okay, yeah.
I worked with him on my last EP, so I went through him again for this album, and it just seems like the chemistry that we have. And what's crazy is Move Mountains is the only song on that album that I didn't one take. I would just go in and I one took it. It was crazy because other people that I rapped with before, I used to struggle getting through verses sometimes, but I don't know what it is. It's me and my man Alex's chemistry in the studio. It just click. Once we get in there, we're ready to work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I just feel like that has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah, one take. It's like, yo, I didn't even have to.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to do this twice, son. I came in here ready to go. We prepared. Yeah, man. That's some boss shit.
Because that's what I would do. I didn't start recording any of this until the whole album was finished. Because I like to record it while recording a project. I like to record in big chunk blocks, so we can go in and maybe bang out 4 songs in one day, have the mix ready, come in, I can bang out another 4 and keep going that way. You know, so I have a lot of time to practice those songs before I actually start recording them. You know, like I'll go in and have them memorized, just ready to roll.
Yeah, and that's the way it's got to be, man. Like, there ain't no time to waste when you're in the studio. Like,
yeah, because it's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap, man.
It's not cheap.
Spending mad money in there. Like, you better make sure you go in there prepared and know exactly what you want, because if you go into the studio and you're like kind of 50-50 on a song, and then you got to listen back to it, you're going to have to go back into the studio and spend more money just to record it. And that might not even be the song that does that takes off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
you got to make smart investments, you know?
Yeah, you got to be smart about it and take your time with it. But the thing about that is that sometimes with certain songs, you don't know what it's going to come out to be until you have it recorded.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Because it always ends up sounding different than how you envision it to, you know, sometimes better, sometimes worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't hit it exactly how you needed to, but it's just kind of the name of the game.
Yeah, so you just got to play it out by ear and just, have preparation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just have that preparation with it, man. It's very important, dog. I want to ask you, man, what songs or albums that have come out this year that have really caught your attention?
So I actually just peeped the new Gangstar album in the parking lot before coming in here. Dude, that shit is fire. A Man from the Grave is out rapping these motherfuckers.
Dude, I was just about to say that. I was like, dude, it's like I finished the album and I was like, is this the album of the year?
Dude,
I was like, come on.
Cream is unbelievable at what he does. He is literally hands down the best producer ever.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he gets respect, though,
dude,
bro.
It's just decades of working and like continuing to work.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
man.
I don't think there's a year where that came out since he came out that he doesn't have his hand on some sort of project. You know. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Cream was crazy, bro.
Then Brother Ali and Evidence just dropped a new album. These albums came out on the same day, so I'm like, woohoo!
Yeah,
it's like Christmas, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, no,
that album is very good.
I'm about to check that out. Brother Ali's a beast, man.
Yeah, man.
He's one of those rappers. I'm just like, okay, that's a rapper's rapper. You know,
his pen game is crazy, and he always has like a positive message. It's not like crazy, like in your face rap. It's like there's usually like a solid like storyline behind each song itself, you know.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, he has something deeper in it, man. Yeah, so that's dope, man. I'm gonna have to definitely have to peep on that, and I'm definitely gonna have to listen to that Gangstar album again.
yeah, I definitely will be.
Yeah, they just did something special with that, man, and I feel like a lot of people were just talking about how like 2019 wasn't like the greatest year for like the big names.
Yeah, but this is the time where it comes. Yeah, end of the year around Christmas time, dude. This is where it comes, you know? You'll start seeing a lot more people.
This is the crunch time, man. This is where you're going to see a lot of the big names pop up out of nowhere. Like, oh, yeah, y'all think I didn't have anything?
Yeah, right? Dude, that Drake album's coming.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, I know J. Cole just announced that he has a project dropping next year, The Fall Off.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. He's going to be going on tour, too. So
nice.
I'm probably going to have to go see that, man. I'm a big J. Cole fan.
Nice.
So, so definitely got to make that happen. I've more so been waiting on Kendrick, man.
Yeah, me too, because like his albums are always just like so crazily thought out.
Yeah, bro.
Like there's always like some theory around the album when it comes out. Like, nah, if you listen to it this way, it means this.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like what the fuck?
Like you congratulating me on a concept album? Like that is a crazy concept album.
This concept albums, and then there's Kendrick doing this shit. Like, oh, you listen to it this way, and that's a different message.
If you listen to it this way, Tupac's telling him to do this. I'm like, dude,
what? Like, okay, like it's just
I guess
crazy.
I'm gonna listen to it that way. Then.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do that, man. I mean, he won a Pulitzer Prize. For Damn.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, like if I don't know if you saw the other nominations for like the Pulitzer Prize.
No,
for, like,
I haven't.
Yeah, dude, it's like opera and like orchestra
Yeah,
type shit.
totally
And then
not
there's just
hip-hop
Damn
for
by
that ass.
Kendrick Lamar. Like there's not even pop shit or rock shit.
Yeah,
Or it's all like stuff that's in like 7/8 and like
Yep.
And then there's just Kendrick Lamar Damn. So it's just kind of funny that he won that. I mean, it's like obviously to the contemporary listeners, to the mainstream listeners, you know, he's gonna win that. But, you don't know who's voting these people.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. It's crazy because now hip hop is the #1 genre in the world.
Hip hop's the shit.
The shit.
Yeah, man.
It is the shiznit.
Yeah, bro. And I feel like artists like me and you, man, I think the fact that we've been in it for so long, man.
Yeah. We're both pushing like a decade already.
I know.
Is crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? We're still young, man.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23, yeah. Me too, man. Yeah, me and you. Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting started,
Yeah,
bro.
me too, man.
Yeah,
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, I feel like ever since I graduated college last year, it's just been like, yo, it's time.
Yep, this is
like,
it.
Now it's ready to go.
This is it.
Because like I feel like all that time I was AMC, that was just practice.
Yep.
Like it's crazy for me to feel that way because I had put so much into being AMC, but now it's like
I feel you. I used to go by Quigs, you know.
Yeah.
Then I had the Shawn Mics change, and it just feels like it feels like us. You know what I mean? It's just us.
You're in your final form now. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's only going up, dog. You know. But yeah, man, I want to ask you, what are some things that you've done to get your name out there as an artist, to promote yourself?
Shows.
Yeah.
Like if you're an up and coming artist, just try and play as many shows as you possibly can, because like I was telling you earlier off mic, like 5 years ago I started doing like afternoon matinees on Sunday at the Middle East with that guy Rich from Keynote.
Yeah.
But now, like, if I hit him up, dude, like I built that relationship with him, I can headline my own shit now.
Yeah.
You know, like, which is super dope. Like, looking back, dude,
bro.
I couldn't even get a show at night.
Yeah.
I would have to play at like 1 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, you definitely don't want that.
Especially around when football season.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's like, who gonna come out for that?
Yeah. Absolutely. But now, like, I can hit him up and book a headline show, you know,
Friday
which is
night,
exactly,
like you did in April,
that was a dope show, man. I had a lot of fun that show.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. No, that was definitely a good time, man. You know, and I think a lot of artists, man, they just gotta take whatever show is a good opportunity. I've done shows on Wednesday nights and Monday nights.
Yep.
It's like not every time you get a show it's gonna be that Saturday night.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the ideal time. I've had so many people tell me, "Oh, when are you gonna have a Saturday night show? Like, when is that gonna happen?" Because not everybody can do Friday nights, but Saturday nights, that's when everybody's
that is
out. Like that's when
the night.
Yeah, that's when everybody's available. But it's like you know, getting them shows, making sure you're shaking hands and getting them followers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It goes such a long way, man.
It does, because like after you rock a set and someone like says like, "Oh, nice job" or something, if you actually like converse with them, they're more inclined to like follow you if they think you're like a actually like nice person.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I honestly like I've met a lot of artists where I'm like, man, they make good music, like they're dope, but like I think about their personality. When I first met them, I was like, I won't support you.
Yeah, and it's not.
You're not you.
That just doesn't go one way for an artist with an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that goes with the people that you're actually trying to reach. So you don't want to like body yourself. You know?
Oh yeah, man. And I say this, man. I'll be real with you. I feel like like in terms of just making sure you meet as many people as possible, that is important, because the strangers, the ones that you're not like, not your the homies you've been friends with since you were like 10, those are the ones that will support you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the ones that will really do a lot for you.
Yeah, it's because they haven't got to know you enough to get sick of you.
Yeah.
You know? Like with the homies, like I've been friends with them for like almost 2 decades, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just like they're like, yeah, that album's dope, cool.
Yeah. They look at you just a little differently, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's hard to have the super close ones be like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of like a hard pill to swallow when you first start to figure that out, you know, but it is dope when like someone from like out of nowhere just hits you up like, hey, I just found your music, like I like what you're doing, like stuff like that, dude. That goes like a long way for us, you know? Like that shit hits home, you're like, oh, yeah,
like I did it. Yeah,
I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling, man, when you get that feedback from people like, yo, man, I rock with this track, like this track.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. I fuck with the vision, like it really does go a long way. It just gives us more affirmation, knowing that we doing something right.
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
man.
Like, cause sometimes you just need that. Like sometimes you could be like in a dry spout almost and just be like, oh, like I don't know like how I'm feeling about this music shit. Then you get a message like that and you're like, all right. So if I can reach this person, what stops me from reaching these people? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, it makes you feel like the sky's the limit.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just one person that says it to you. Like,
yeah, seriously, yeah. One person telling you like, yo, like especially when it's on some like deep shit, like, yo, this song, like, it gives me like I feel like I have a new perspective on shit after listening to it.
Exactly.
Or like something like that. It's like, damn,
you're like,
my shit got power like that.
I'm that motherfucker.
Yeah, you feel like the man for a day at least, because as artists, man, like we're always thinking about the worst, man. Like, yeah, we're like, we can get all the compliments, but like we all like one person tells you you're trash, you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
You get angry about it, man. We're so sensitive.
Yeah, we are. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Yeah, I love that, dude. That's probably one of the illest bars from a rapper for me and personally, because I remember when I heard that, it never resonated with me like when it first came out, but the older I got and just the more I understood myself, I was like, damn, like,
it's true.
It's true, like,
dude, because we spend all this time to create this like little baby of ours. You know what I mean? Then when we put it out to the world, dude, and if that shit gets trashed, dude, fucking it'll just like hurt your heart.
Yeah,
you know, because you put your all for like however many months. You know what I mean? Working on something, and
and then when it doesn't get that reception that you expect, it hurts. It
does.
Yeah, every track that we have, man, it's like a baby, you know?
Yeah,
it's like another baby.
It is.
And that's why, like, a lot of people who are close to, like, certain artists, man, that's why a lot of them, you know, they'll put out trash because people are afraid to tell them, like, yo, you're not making good music. That's a hard conversation.
Yeah, it definitely is. It totally is. It totally is.
Yeah, so
I wish someone had that, because, like, one of my big problems is, like, I think I started putting music out way too early. Like, I was totally, like, underdeveloped. Like, if someone just, like, kicked me in the ass, like, dude, work on this before you just put it out for a bunch of people, you know? It's just tough to have that conversation with someone, because, like, you can see how much they love it and how much joy it, like, brings them doing it. But it's just, like, I can see how that conversation doesn't happen as often as people will say that it needs to.
No, it definitely doesn't happen a lot, man. And I have two people like by me who I feel like have made sure I make like the best music possible. That's my brother. Shout out to my brother Anif, and my engineer Tarek.
Yep.
Those are like the two people like I feel like when I show them music, they'll let me know if it's good or if it's not.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, like they'll never say like it's trash unless
unless it actually is trash.
Unless it's like trash. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
But like they'll tell me like, yo, that's not it. Yeah,
not
you know what I'm saying. So like I think it's important for all artists to have those people around.
Yeah, it's good to have, because some people just don't have it. You know?
And the other thing too is like a lot of people like around us, they don't have the ear or the musicality to even give an opinion.
Yeah,
know?
Because I don't know if you ever get like this, but like when you're listening to an album or a song or something, like I envy people that don't make music because they don't hear it the same way I do. They see it for face value of what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude, that dub was not right. You know, like just something slight like that. You know, I could only imagine how it is to actually be a sound engineer.
Oh my god!
And just like hear like certain shit, and you're like, dude, that mix, it's killing me.
Yeah,
that EQ is not right.
Yeah, they're on a whole nother level of nitpick. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy, man. It's just I just let all artists out there, man, keep some people in your camp that gonna tell you like it is, man. It goes a long way, dog. You know, I feel like I had it for my project, people telling me like, hey, you know, do this, do that, and then it paid off. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just on top of that, like just putting in the time, you know, you know, the fact you've been doing it for a while now, like you've had so much time, like like everything you've ever done led up to Another Day in Paradise,
exactly,
you know?
exactly,
so, like,
and that's how it is with your new EP as well.
Yeah, man.
You know, like that phrase, like 10,000 hours, that shit is legit. Like if
fuck.
you like put in 10,000 hours, like you will master whatever you're trying to do. You know, if you actually put it in, because you have to put in the work. Most people like will see an artist blow up and be like, oh, dude, like that was just like overnight success.
Hell,
it takes like 10 years to blow up overnight.
You know,
it takes a lot, you know.
Yeah, and it makes me think of Hobson.
Yeah,
like it took a long time, for Hobson to like get that respect he deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Then he dropped "Sag My Pants," dude, and he was off.
Boom,
you know?
It took off. You know what I'm saying?
He spent those years on Ruthless getting screwed over by his label. Then he just takes off after that in his own way too. So that's what's super dope.
Yeah, and that's why he's never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah,
that's another artist that gets a lot of shit. We mentioned Logic, mentioned Chance.
Yep.
And Hobson's another one. Hobson's another one that gets a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's emotional, but that's just.
But that's artistry. Why he resonates.
That's artistry.
That's why people fuck with him. Yeah. And then he got that, and I'm happy he got the Eminem acknowledgement.
Yes,
I'm happy Eminem acknowledged
that finally happened, because
like, good for Hobson. He deserves it.
I remember a Bad Meets Evil interview, and they like bigged up Tyler the Creator, and I was just like, dude, I know Hobson is just somewhere like, ugh, because he had that beef with him back in the day.
And
he
hated
like,
Tyler the
but
Creator.
finally it happened, you know.
Oh yeah, man, it's dope to see, man, for real. I want to ask you one more question before we get out of here, man. I ask most artists when they're on here. Sometimes I forget. But I want to ask you, what's some advice you would give artists who are just getting started in the game?
Just getting started? Kind of touch back on what I just said about putting out music too early, because that could be very detrimental. Like, if all these people like give you their ear at once, and you fuck it up, they probably won't do it again.
You're right.
And I feel like that happened to me like a lot when I first started, because like it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. And also, like, just be you.
For real, man. So many artists like just try to sound like their favorite rapper when they're not their favorite rapper.
I guess like that's how it starts. Like, you imitate, emulate, then create. I think I heard Evidence say. It just
that's a good one.
Yeah, right. I hope I'm crediting the right person. But just like stuff like that, just be you, because if you blow up not being you, it's gonna drive yourself crazy trying to be someone else for everybody else, you know? Deep, right?
Yeah.
Like that one.
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Eat
saying?
Eat it up.
Shawn Mics in the building. Another Day in Paradise is out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all check it out, man. Yo, Shawn, is there anything else you want to plug for the people?
Yes, I got to plug that I have a show November 23rd at the Knights of Columbus in Weymouth. And also be on the lookout for that new collab project with Deebs called Whitey Vulgar, coming very, very soon. I swear. I
gotta hear that. Whitey Vulgar that's an ill name. Hell yeah, man. While I'm at it too, I got some stuff I gotta plug as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, plug.
There's a pull up and play event going on in Cambridge. The address is 18 Edmund Street in Cambridge, Mass. It's on November 10th. It starts at 1 p.m. DM me for the details, and I'll lead you to the people who are running the event, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of A&Rs and people at this event who are major reps, so make sure you go and check it out, man.
Is that at the Bridge?
Is it at the Bridge?
The Bridge Sound and Stage? I'm pretty sure it is. That's the studio I record out of.
Maybe it is. The flyer doesn't say. I wish it did. But yeah, y'all make sure to show up, man. 18 Edmund Street, Cambridge, Mass. Pull up and play. Starts at 1 p.m. on November 10th, man. It's going to be a good time, man. I'll be there, so you'll be able to see me.
Shit, that means I got to be there.
Yeah, pull up, y'all. Pull up, man. Also, I just dropped Committed. Make sure y'all go check that out, man. 8 tracks of fire. I've been working on it for a year now, talking about jobs, making money, love, heartbreak, depression, mental health, and bouncing back and feeling like the shit once again. So
damn right. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the story of the project. So make sure you go check that out. Obviously, make sure you check out Shawn Mics and everything he's doing, man.
Thank you, brother.
Shawn, thank you for being on the TempahZone podcast.
Thank you for being let me be here.
Yeah, man, I got you, man, for real. It's been a dope one, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Episode 49, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for the high quality sounds, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.